So why is this happening? Well, for obvious reasons, that's because this is just simply not the way you mix concrete. And this is definitely proof. So, we're 2 seasons in with this dry pour, and we uncovered all the outdoor furniture to get ready for summer, and you wouldn't believe what was waiting for us. Or let's be honest, maybe you can. So anyway, last year you saw the video where I gave it like a 1-year update. We even tested the strength and found out that it wasn't actually that bad. But it was deterioration that I kind of expected and could deal with. No big deal. And listen, I know the dry pour comes with its risks. But after my experience with dry pour, I was still very shocked when I saw this. And look at the amount of delamination. It's awful. I mean, it's coming off in practically sheets, and it's everywhere now. Before, it was just kind of where the feet of some of the chairs were, but now it's everywhere. Even got it under these chairs. This is where the delamination was last year when I showed you, but now it's on the corners over here, underneath these chairs. At this point, it's come to the point where I can't live with it like this anymore. So something does have to be done. So definitely watch out for a video where I'm probably gonna do some resurfacer over each of these pads, over the whole thing. And honestly, it's probably gonna be a video very soon too. So we're probably gonna use Rapid Set Nucrete. Do I regret doing dry pour? I regret doing dry pour here for this particular project. So now I don't want to say that I'm done doing dry pour, but I am definitely done doing dry pour in places that it really matters as far as looks are concerned. Now I had planned on showing you some successes and why is it happening to this slab and not the others, but the one that I poured last summer behind the shed over here, this little sidewalk, came over here to check this out. Even worse. Has only gone through 1 season, not even a full year. And look at this. I mean, big, huge sheets it's coming off in. Over here, it's just, in fact, when I walk on it, you can hear it crunching. You can hear the whole surface is delaminated. All I gotta do is take a scraper to this and I can scrape the whole surface off, no problem. I'm glad that I did it back behind the shed where nobody can see it. Now, when you come over here to my lean-to, I did this about 2 seasons ago and it still looks great. Now, it could be argued because it is covered, mostly covered, but I haven't put doors on this yet, and it does get quite a bit of weather over here. But still very solid. No delamination over here yet. But who's to say that can't happen next year? Although I think it's fair to mention that this particular slab was done with the Rapid Set 24/6, whereas the other slabs were all done with regular Quikrete. Now this slab over here in front of the old shed, still going strong. Obviously I repaired this with Rapid Set Cementol and coated it with Nucrete, but still the surface underneath should still be delaminating, but now I know that we can't really use this as an example at all, but that's the first dry pour that I ever did and it's still going strong. So this is I think this is about 3 years old at this point. Again, I don't know if we can use that as any information, but it's there. So why is this happening? Well, for obvious reasons, that's because this is just simply not the way you mix concrete. And this is definitely proof. And that's what the pros and pros alike have been saying this whole time is it's going to crack. You're just not getting a good enough homogeneous mixture for it to all blend well, to stay bonded and to stay strong. But aside from the obvious reasons why this is happening, more specifically why this delamination is happening and the rest of it seems to be very solid and very strong, when you do a dry pour, after you've laid out the dry ingredients and you've got them nice and flat, nice and smooth, you start off by misting the top layer down. And you mist it so as to not disturb the nice surface that you just achieved. You wait for that top layer to cure into this shell. Then you can begin to soak it down. But therein lies the first problem, is that that shell that you've created, that shell never really bonds to the rest of the ingredients that you are then soaking down and is hardening later. Do I regret encouraging people to do dry pour? Yes and no. Do I regret encouraging people to do dry pour in areas where it really matters, or in areas where you want things to look nice and inviting? Yes. But do I regret investigating a very hot topic to see for myself if this really is bad or good? No, absolutely not. Did I think that dry pour would work in any universe? Absolutely not. But I went in both feet first, tried it out, learned some things, was very shocked at my findings, but also not shocked about other findings. Will I do dry pour again? Absolutely. I think that there are maybe some other techniques that I could use or try to implement to try to prevent that surface lamination. I'm sorry, but I'm simply not done with this topic, and I think that there is just so much more to be explored with this topic that I'm just not willing to give up yet. So thanks for joining me on this whole dry pour journey. I'm not saying that we're at the end of our dry pour journey, but this has definitely been eye-opening. And there are going to be a lot of I told you so's, and they are well deserved. Well deserved. So, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.